By day, Tim Fowers is a digital game designer.
I've made all kinds of games, everything from like shooters to like, Bejeweled type matching games.
But off the clock, he goes retro, designing board games like this, Paperback.
It's like a Scrabble card game, and you're making words with cards in your hand, and then you're scoring your word and you're using that to buy new letters.
While Fowers says he's not making much money yet, he's motivated by the social interactions his games create.
You maybe be able to get on a couch with someone if you're playing Xbox, but even then, you're not really looking at each other.
And his project has spurred enough people to support him. On Kickstarter, Fowers raised nearly $40,000 through crowdfunding online. But Fowers' funds are just a drop in the bucket compared to other board game projects. Zombicide is the #1 tabletop game on Kickstarter, having raised more than $2.3 million. Kingdom Death, a game about survival, has raised over $2 million. All told, the top 7 tabletop games on Kickstarter have raked in more than $10 million in total.
Okay, let's just move on.
Yeah, I say.
For Mary Flanagan, her motivation is to change people's mindsets. She's not just a digital game designer, but a social researcher too.
I began working in the last few years in some situations where video games don't work. It just never occurred to me that board games were something that could do interesting social change types of stuff.
This year, Flanagan unveiled Buffalo, which makes people think about race and discrimination. Players draw different cards and then
You name a person, fictional or real, living or dead, who matches the criteria on the cards.
Gonzalez.
she found players discriminated less after playing the game.
Bon Jovi.
And for others like David Westman, board games are a tool to teach. He may have designed this, the original Star Wars X-Wing game, but the UC Santa Cruz professor now tells his digital game students that creating a board game is similar.
That analogy helps them get past sometimes a little bit of resistance. Like, I came here to learn how to make video games, not tabletop games. It's like, well, but the fundamentals are the same.
And he designed this board game, When Dragons Fight, which simulates a Chinese invasion of Taiwan. But living in our high-tech world, don't be fooled, digital games still rule the roost. On Kickstarter, more than 4,500 projects have asked for money. But with tabletop games and Kickstarter helping designers fund their projects, the analog era for games will keep on playing.